We are now going to turn to an online debate, and it is an interesting one I want you to think about. So all of this was sparked by a celebrity. Everybody knows A$AP Rocky, right? A$AP Rocky, right? Otherwise known as Rihanna's husband. All right, so he is calling out a graphic designer after a private message that he sent to this designer was shared on social media. So here's how it all went down. Designer Alan Peters, he actually shared the screenshot of an Instagram DM that he received from A$AP about a possible collaboration. So the post was captioned, "I have no words," and then the message read, "Good morning, Alan. How much do you charge for brand logo revisions? Assuming you would be willing to do so, I would be honored. Love your work. God bless." Well, then guess what? It got posted. A$AP responded in the comments, and he called this post distasteful. He says, "I guess we won't be working together. Best of luck, buddy." A lot of the debate, do you post a potential business deal online? Do you post your DMs online? Your DMs online?
Definitely not. I mean, this is the de facto rule. We know that DMs are supposed to be private. Same with text messages. These are things that are sent between sender and sender. I mean, realistically, nothing's private. I had a mentor tell me, once it leaves your phone, assume that the world's gonna see it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, because I mean, really, we're
Because
all.
this could happen.
Well, yeah, this could happen. We're all following this kind of like unwritten code that you don't show these things, but what if someone does show it?
Yeah.
What can you do? You can't get the paint back in the can, right?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
I had the same thought when I heard this morning. I first was curious. I'm like, what's this person's age? Because I thought maybe they don't know the rules, but he's not young enough to not be determined. And this guy has a really,
or old
really
enough in some cases.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
He has a really, really successful business. Like he has major, major clients that we would all know. And I don't know. I kind of feel bad for this guy. Like, what if it's just like an over-enthusiastic response? Like he's a huge life. Like if Prince sent me a DM asking me about something, I mean, he's dead, R.I.P. But anyways, if he had done that when he was alive, I might have been like, oh my God, and like immediately without thinking about it.
You want the world to know.
Right?
You would want the world to know. But you know what? I also found A$AP Rocky responding in public slightly distasteful. Because the idea is like, yeah, this guy messed up. DMs are private.
Sure.
It just sort of goes without saying. But then for him to sort of slap him on the hand in such a public way was kind of like, you could have just left it be. And then when you didn't get back to him, he would have put 2 and 2 together, and then you could have direct messaged him that.
Unless A$AP was putting a shot out to anybody online, if you want to work with me, you better keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, fair.
I think
fair.
like, if
Could
you
have said that in the DM, being like, hey, you know, I mean, I guess maybe it goes without saying, but maybe it doesn't go without saying.
I guess not.
If he had said, like, I really need to keep this private, I'm working on something.
I just think if you're a celebrity of that stature and you're also with Rihanna, what is a celebrity's #1 currency? Their privacy.
Yeah.
So I think what he's showing and telling him, and actually telling everybody who I think read that comment, was discretion, discretion, discretion. And if you're going to spill the beans and we haven't even worked together, what are you going to do when we do actually start working together?
And also context,
right?
Rihanna and A$AP had an incredible invasion of privacy, almost lost their lives. A couple months ago, someone shot into their home.
Oh my God.
And hit like the side of their RV. So they're very hyper vigilant right now. Thank God no one was hurt in the shooting. A woman was arrested for it.
Oh, wow.
But
Didn't
I've
even
got to
know. So
believe.
maybe they're more hyper-vigilant now.
Yeah, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are like, they are very vigilant right now. They don't want anyone invading their privacy.
I get that. And I think, you know, we know stories. I'm going to do a shout out to The View, a little show called The View.
Okay.
Also on this network. Hello, View sisters, by the way. This is a strategy called the canary trap. Celebrities do it all the time, and The View did it a couple of years ago. The canary trap is where you purposely test your inner circle's loyalty.
Yep.
For example, on The View, they were having some trouble with stories getting leaked to the press. So what they did is they set a trap up with a story out there, and they said, if this story gets leaked, we know who we told.
Because you only told one person.
It's really clever, guys.
So what they did was, there was like, you know, like dressing room secrets and stuff getting leaked to the press. And so the leadership, Whoopi told the story on air, that the leadership did a canary trap on them to figure out who on staff was leaking stuff, and those people were fired.
Wow.
So the idea is discretion and privacy at all
Okay,
costs.
can I just leave it at this? Guys, the guy went to Instagram, the guy who messed up, the guy with the business,
Did he
and he
apologize?
apologized. Do you want to see it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see
Okay, take a look at
yes,
this. Take a look at this.
Yes.
Hey guys, a couple things I want to address. Number one, this whole thing with A$AP Rocky. He sent me a new business inquiry. I got excited. I posted. I thought he'd take it as a compliment. A lot of my friends and fans and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh my gosh, Alan's followed me back, or Alan sent me a message, and they'll screenshot and post it. It always makes me smile. I thought it was a friendly thing to do. He didn't take it as such and asked me to take down the post. I took it down. I apologized to him.
Do you feel any differently about it now?
I do feel a little bit differently about it now.
I
I feel that excited. He messed up. At the end of the day, he wasn't exposing any personal or private information.
I think ASAP Rocky, you gotta come around to this guy.
I don't know, that's too far.
Okay, fine, we're gonna move on to this too. This is another hot debate. Okay, guys. A toilet lid disagreement is causing marital tension in at least one household in North America. So someone wrote to Carolyn Hack saying their wives' friends leave the seat down when with the lid up when they visit. And they're so fed up, they want to leave a sticker on the lid as a reminder to close it. So lid up or down, what is the rule?
Lid down!
Down.
I didn't grow up that way.
Wait, what?
Really?
I grew up with the lid up. It was just always up.
Like a little water fountain in the bathroom?
Well, it was just like 4 people, 1 toilet. It was getting used all the time. There's no sense in putting it down. So the lid was always up, but now so I only learned about lid up in adulthood. And so if I go to someone's place and the lid is down when I use their washroom, I always make sure to put it back down. But if it's up, all bets are off. It's staying up.
Listen, I've walked into a bathroom and accidentally dropped something in the toilet because the lid is up. It can happen.
Okay, like a phone?
Yeah, like your hand, you know.
Pandemic of things falling into the toilet.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you got to keep that lid down. It's protection.
Guys, we're making it seem like it's a crisis. Every public bathroom, none of that.
That's public bathrooms, but the bathroom in the house, the lid goes down.
Okay, so what gets me in this story is that the husband said, oh, my wife's friends, they keep leaving the lid up. So he started putting stickers. Started putting stickers on the lid, basically passive-aggressive stickers to be like,
please put the lid down.
Put the lid down. And so she thinks this is really childish, husband. But I think, you know, I don't want to talk about Dr. Phil because, like, maybe he's not the most popular person anymore. But when he was on Oprah, do you remember when there was a fight about the toilet roll? Do you guys, this is a vintage.
Oh.
And it was like toilet roll over. Or under.
Over.
And then everybody's like, oh, no, toilet roll over, toilet roll under. And then Dr. Phil says, it's not about the toilet roll.
Right.
Do you remember that? This is not about the toilet lid.
So I'll tell you, this is a good test for their relationship because he has an ick with the toilet seat being open. She has an ick with the sticker. They can both meet each other halfway. He takes off the stickers. She makes sure the seat stays closed.
Yeah.
Everyone wins, right?
It's like, then you have to... But it's her friends. It's her friends who are coming in and using the washroom, so she's got to tell her friends and be like, God, my husband is a funny thing.
Has this thing.
Yeah, actually, that would work.
It sounds nice, right?
Yeah.
I think he just needs therapy.
It is amazing that this is still an issue in modern day. Like, when I first started dating Jason, he and his dad lived together alone. So you can imagine what the toilet situation was like, okay? So it was not just the lid up, it was the seat up, right? And I fell in several times at night. I did. And I was like, enough is enough. I can't handle this. Everything has to be down. And he actually pushed back. Now, this is a long time ago, but he kind of pushed back like, well, why is that the default way? And I just think it should be a universal rule, 2 things. One, I do think the whole thing, the lid, the seat, everything, no one wants to look in the inside of your toilet, period, full stop. I don't care what it looks like. And the second thing is that men need to sit down, or all people need to sit down when they're doing anything. 90% of the activities that you're doing, whether you're scrolling on the phone or you're doing other business, happen while you're sitting. Just leave the whole thing down. All of you. All the time. Sit.
Okay? Wise words.
I'm going to have to have a talk with the guys about that sit-down thing. No, we're going to have to discuss that.
You can still be a man and sit down to pee. I'm telling you.
Let's talk that over, guys.
Guys, I think we have the next topic on the social.
This is our next topic.
This is our next topic.
I think a lot of us wouldn't dare to have our parents sit with us in a job interview, but apparently that's the world we live in now. So a survey of more than 1,000 Gen Zers found 20% had a parent attend an interview with them. Attend! The question we're asking, though, is how do you, like, obviously we were raised in an era where there was more independence, I think. How do you gain independence?
Okay. I just want to say, I think the pendulum has swung. So you go from Gen Xers, we were like feral children in the streets.
Yeah.
Where are the children? We don't know. We
The
were
latchkey
unreachable.
kids, right?
The latchkey
Yeah.
kids. There was a lot of factors that were leading to that. I would say this, even though I know I will look back on my childhood with rose-colored glasses, if you tried to parent your children today the way that some of us were parented back then, and I'm talking 70s and 80s, a lot of it is actually going to land you in jail. So what I'm
It's
going
true.
to say,
Other parents
it's true.
would call the- yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I'm not going to say it was perfect, but we have lost a lot along the way. I am the parent. We are parents of Gen Alpha. My daughter is 12 years old, and I am seeing the impact of helicopter parenting, and I am really trying hard. And this is a PSA to all parents of kids, our age. There's time to change because we have done a disservice to our kids. I'm not going to say it's just blame the parents. Culturally, there has been a shift. We are scared to let children out of the house and be independent. And I don't know
So that's
why.
why they are lacking independence?
My daughter, I love her to death. When I look at her at 12 and me at 12, I could have practically lived by myself at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would last 10 hours and it's over. Like, it's just done. She's done in the street. So what I'm trying to say is the way you develop independence is by giving them independence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's hard. It's hard. It's
The
hard.
other drawback is, like, right now, culturally, people just want to win at all costs. It's disgusting.
Yes.
It's like, my kid has to get an A. My kid has to be first on the team. My kid has to be first string. It's like, they don't have to. They got to earn that, you know?
Right.
You know, when I'm raising my child, he's only 7, but, you know, Daddy will, without a doubt, open doors for him, but he has to walk through those doors himself.
Can I ask you a really
Yeah.
personal question?
Sure.
Can he tie his own shoes?
No.
Okay.
How crazy is
Now,
that?
I
That's
say
my-
this-
that's my band,
it's
right?
not
Oh, my
you.
God.
It's not you. No, I'm not.
I feel attacked.
No, it's not you.
You're safe.
Yeah.
My point is this.
Yeah.
I went shopping for shoes with my daughter the other day.
Yeah.
I can't find shoes with laces
Yeah.
because they're not teaching kids how to tie their own
their
laces.
shoes.
And as
Yeah.
parents,
No, that just blew my mind.
yes, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
sure,
don't have
sure.
independence. You know why mommy and daddy are going to the job interview? Because they don't even know how to tie their shoelaces.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh my God, that's
It's true.
really.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, what age did we learn to tie our shoes? Like
6?
Kindergarten.
Like,
Kindergarten.
I'm late.
Yeah.
You were very independent growing up.
I was independent, but I think my independence was ingrained. I don't remember it being instilled upon me. Like, I got a job at 13, not because my parents told me to get a job. It's just I wanted a job. I wanted spending money. Same with applying to university. But I wonder if I did get something subconsciously because that's what everyone around me was doing.
Yeah, sure.
Kids just got jobs.
Well, the culture's different now.
yeah.
Kids don't even want driver's licenses anymore.
Yeah.
These kids, they're Ubering all over the place. They don't even want to take a driver's license test anymore.
But I think some of it is also like, okay, growing up, I don't know about if this relates to you guys or you. Like we had a
laughing. I
lot
think
of
they see themselves.
friction in our lives. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of like, I didn't want to be in my parents' house because there was a list of things to do,
Yeah.
things to dust,
Yes.
things to clean, toilets to look at, like
Yeah.
and mess with. And then I feel like also there was a certain amount of boredom. Like you had to leave the house to go to the movies because there was nothing on the TV half
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
You had to leave the house to go and play a video game because you didn't have it in your house.
Right.
Now we've got all these conveniences. There's no friction and there's no incentive to kind of like get
Go
out
do
and
things.
learn your independence.
But I think,
Yeah.
don't you think that's also expanded to emotionally? Like, we're not just protecting our kids from like the boogeyman that we think is around the corner. We're also protecting them from having, learning how to manage hard emotions. When you go to a job interview, there is a fear of rejection. We don't even want our kids to even think of the idea of rejection, let alone actually being rejected. So mom and dad go to the job interview. It's like, wait, what? So,
Yeah.
and I say this
That
again.
is wild for me
Yeah.
to think
It's
about.
true. I have a good friend who owns a business. It is common practice now that if she hires somebody, that parents are almost always there at the interview. And when she fires somebody, guess who gets the call?
Whoa.
She gets mom or dad calling saying, why did you fire Johnny?
Unbelievable.
This is common. Guys, this is common.
I
This
can't
is
relate.
common.
Like, how do you ask for a promotion for a job that your mom got you? Like, that's very strange.
Yeah,
Like, it's crazy.
yeah. We gotta fix this.
Well,
We
we're
gotta
going to fix
this.
it with this next topic. The trailer for the new movie Wicker is lighting up the internet.
Oh.
The fantasy comedy stars Olivia Colman and Alexander Skarsgård as a well-endowed hunk made of wicker. And he's got many fans. Many fans are lusting after him. So do you see the appeal
I-
of the Wicker Man? No?
I don't know how this is disgusting to me. Like, it makes me itch.
Did you
No,
laugh?
I can't look at it. I can't look at it.
Really?
Yeah, it makes me like really
No way.
It nauseates me. Like,
Did you grow up like I grew up where there was an entire wicker room in our house? Like, we had the chair, the high back chair.
I know that high
We
back
had
chair, you take the pictures in front of it. Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
And then we had like side tables. So this is where, and you would always you'd brush up against these things, and there was always one that was sticking out.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
This is where I'm tripping up. I don't find this erotic.
Well, maybe the Wicker Man has that as well, if you get my meaning.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe that's why it's a romantic comedy, you guys. It's a beautiful thing.
I can't relate. I need a Benadryl right now. Like, the whole thing is just making me very.
I was just gonna say, Liz, this is very funny because you're right. We all had that wicker room. Why was that chair so big in the back?
I don't know.
I just think, like, Olivia Colman, who's an amazing actress, and she's a midlife actress in the sense of her age. The only thing that bothered about me that I just thought of right now is Alexander Skarsgård. I would watch that movie if you actually paired up Alexander Skarsgård not as the Wicker Man, but as Alexander with Olivia Colman. Are you telling me the only way she can get a guy like that is if he's Wicker?
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
All this time, if you think about it, these kind of movies, or not movies, but folktales, Beauty and the Beast, the Frog Princess, it's always someone believing in the insides matter more than the outside.
I think the outsides matter a lot in this one too, though. I think this is
You
going to
guys
be hot.
are shallow.
This comes out in October. I, for one, cannot wait to see it. I think
cannot
it's going to
wait
be
either.
oddly hot. We're all going to suddenly have a
Really?
thing for our chairs.
Tune back in October.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tune back in October.
I
You're
need
right.
the
Okay.
Wicker Man for Halloween.
And the sequel. And the sequel's Morning Wood, right?
Well, I'm gonna go to break, everybody. Okay, jealousy. I'm sure we've all felt it at some point in our lives, but is it an underrated emotion? This was a controversial take on Subway takes recently. Take a look. So, Jamar, jealousy.
Yeah.
Does it illuminate what you
I
want?
think jealousy is incredibly revealing. It's about your deepest, your wants, whether it's things you want for yourself, an image of yourself, an object, a thing, an aspiration. Jealousy reveals that, but anyone in the animal kingdom is going to be jealous of something. You can see a cat wants this other cat's food, fish want the other fish food, right? It's about harnessing the jealousy and understanding not to act on it socially.
And not to ruminate on it or project. Like,
Yeah.
I think it requires a certain amount of self-awareness to not end up. What we often see is people then like talking badly about someone who got something,
Yeah.
and not being aware of like the reason why this bothers me is because it's something I wanted. So you need to catch yourself in that. I definitely had that experience when early on in my career there was a really coveted internship in this very building with Sex TV, which is a documentary series that I loved, and a girlfriend of mine who was in school with me, she got it first, and I was so jealous. I was mad initially, but then I had to be like, well, I want that, so I'm going to figure out a way to get that, and I did.
Well, do you guys know the difference between envy and jealousy?
Yes.
I didn't. I did not. I always just felt like envy was kind of better. Like it was less toxic than
Okay.
jealousy. I don't know where I
What's
got
the
that
difference?
from.
Or did
but
you-
I did. I looked up it in the dictionary, guys. It's this book and it has all these definitions of different words.
Okay.
And envy is, I think, what you were describing, because envy only involves two people. It's when it means you feel you want something that another person has. But jealousy involves three people. And it's where one person feels like another person is a threat and they get protective. So
Really?
it's two.
Right, psychology
That sounds like in the
101.
context of like a relationship, right?
Exactly.
So you're jealous that somebody is talking to your boyfriend.
Or
your
a
Exactly.
girlfriend.
boss
It's
favoring
interesting.
another employee or
Exactly.
something like that.
So I think envy does reveal, like back to that question, does something X illuminate something you want? Envy does illuminate something I want. When I'm envious, when I see one other person get something or do something and I have that feeling, it's envy. I'm not
It's so funny
necessarily
because
jealous.
envy
We misuse
sounds.
it.
Yeah, and I think we misuse it because
Yeah.
envy sounds a little tamer than jealousy to me.
Yeah.
Like
Jess
commonly,
was saying.
right?
Yeah.
I think either way, like, I don't think it illuminates what you want. I think jealousy at least for me, it has shown me where I still have some healing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because for me, jealousy has often involved, if it involves, let's say, in a relationship. What I'm actually getting revealed at is some kind of fear, maybe fear of abandonment,
Mm-hmm.
fear of something, or the idea of, like, not to get too psychological about this, but an attachment style. So the way that you attached or didn't attach healthily with your caregiver or parents growing up, those are old wounds, friends. And also scarcity mindset. This has been something I've been challenged with my whole life. And it sounds like envy, but it's actually not envy, it's jealousy. The idea that there's not enough in the world, so that person got the thing that I wanted. And I've been challenging myself if I ever feel that, because there's enough for all of us, and abundance mindset. So I think you're right in saying, check yourself. To me, jealousy is red flag, call your therapist.
Yeah, I love that. And I'll just add quickly that when Marcy Ian, who used to sit on this very panel, and she has incredible wisdoms, something I've always remembered that she said, that when something you wanted, you didn't get it, and you were kind of feeling a little bit of a way about it because someone else got it, you have to remind yourself that that door wasn't meant for you. And that's such a beautiful reframe of being like, okay, that wasn't the thing that was meant for me. I can still get something like that or something different, that there is enough out there, but that particular thing wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
But with social media, we need to be cognizant of that even more now, because all we're being shown is things that we don't have and that we want.
Yeah. Comparison culture.
Yeah,
that's
big
a
deal,
good point.
big deal now.
Therapist's gonna be rich. That's what's gonna happen. Jamar, we love having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so you can catch The Drive Home with Jamar. It's weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on Toronto's CHUM 104.5.
Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. For bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.